I'm here to say one more thing. I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help. None. 0 out of 3. Why? 'Cause you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it? Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
Somehow she thought she was entitled to be helped, and that's why she is upset because 3 guys didn't help her while she was struggling. If you don't ask, most guys will assume that you are strong and independent and you probably don't need a hand.
Don't touch me. Okay. 3 full snatch.
He was giving you the extra toke you needed because he knew you didn't have enough to complete the flip. Strong, independent women. That was a quick lesson learned. Nothing wrong with a little help sometimes. Well, why is she taking classes? She thought she had it without the spot. She didn't know, but the first flip was perfect because she had his assistance, but somehow she thought he was disturbing her performance. But she was quickly sent back to her senses and realized in reality she still needed his help. She was unnecessarily trying to prove she could do it by herself and was taught a lesson. This wasn't the best moment to practice being strong and independent, and her result proved it. He was there to support her, and he knew she still needed a bit of push to get it right, but as her strong and independent mindset said otherwise, she didn't think she needed him, only to find her face on the mat. What did she win with this? They are unnecessarily placing themselves at a disadvantage by leading with this mindset. As a coach, she should trust his judgment. He knew she still needed a bit of push, but somehow she wanted to prove that she could do it without his help, and it didn't go as expected. I have seen many comments from people claiming there was nothing wrong with it as she just wanted to try it by herself, but most of us agree if that is the case, she didn't do a good job expressing herself in that sense. You don't tell your coach don't touch me when you want to try a move by yourself. There are other forms of talking to your coach about your desire to try it without his assistance. I know most coaches encourage their students to try things on their own when they think they can do it, but in this case, the scenario was different. Based on her reaction, she wasn't happy that he helped her. It's like she wanted to let him know that she didn't need his help to get that outcome, and this is where the thing gets complicated for those strong and independent. Her second result shows that she still needs him. What's the point of going to class if you think you know more than your coach? He just wanted to help.
Instead of politely asking for help, she decided to struggle and then complain about 3 guys who saw her struggling but didn't help. Ladies, if you want men's help, make sure you open your mouth and ask.
I'm here to say one more thing. I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help. None. 0 out of 3. Why? 'Cause you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it? Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
Did she bother to politely ask them for help? I doubt it. You're a competent adult if you want to help, just open your mouth and ask. Gone are the days when a man would fall on his sword for you. They don't need men until they need men. She was probably fishing for help with her bills too. Nothing wrong with asking for help. Is that too hard for you? Where is her boyfriend? Did she bother to ask for help? If you need a hand, the best thing you can do is ask for it. Why do people expect strangers to run and help them? Especially when we have a society full of strong and independent. Most of us don't mind helping if we see someone who actually needs help, but as a young woman who is fully capable of lifting her staff, she is complaining too much. I think they would be more inclined to help if the person carrying the AC was an old person or someone with some sort of disability. But when she is healthy and fully capable, she shouldn't feel entitled to their help just because she is a woman. I don't know why most strong and independent tend to forget "I don't need a man" statement when there is something to lift. In my opinion, this is the best moment she should have used to display how strong she is, but unfortunately, most of them prefer to ignore that statement in these circumstances. This type of video always gets me confused. Since we are all equal, why are you expecting special treatment? It doesn't make any sense. Why does she think they should have helped her? Her next statement made this video more interesting.
Am I intimidating?
Really? What does intimidation have to do with the fact those men just want to go about their business and let another capable adult do her thing? Just accept it. They didn't want to help because they didn't want to. They knew as a strong and independent you could handle it perfectly, as you did. Next time, if you need help, just open your mouth and ask.
Sometimes we see videos like the one we are about to watch. I will be honest to say it makes me sad when I see women at certain stages of their lives, but still clueless regarding what most men are looking for. It makes me understand why there are so many people struggling when it comes to relationships. Her idea of what we want is completely wrong, but the sad part is that she believes in it. You can see it in her conviction while she is talking about it.
Strong women intimidate weak men. That's known. Because if he was an alpha and he was in his masculine energy, pure masculine energy, not wounded energy, he would want a smart, hardworking woman on his side because she will inspire him, she'll guide him, she'll give him advice, she'll give him constructive criticism. She will be there, she'll be his rock, and together they can build. I don't want a man to sit down and watch me build and clap for me. No, I want a man to build with. So when a man is intimidated by a strong woman, he's weak. It's because there's nothing to be intimidated about. Men and women don't compete with each other, they complete each other. So I do need a man that is in his alpha and masculine, because if he's not, then I will tap into my masculine energy to basically bring that masculine energy into the relationship, because he doesn't have it. So it's so important for a man to be healed in his alpha energy, in his healed energy, for him to be able to allow the woman safely to drop into her feminine and for her to be a little girl. And it's very important because a lot of men complain, oh, females are very masculine nowadays. Men made us become like that. Life made us become like that. But if I'm with a healthy man, I'd be a baby. I'd be a girl. I don't want to be the boss lady at home. I don't want that. I want to be a girl. I want to be taken care of.
Fish telling fishermen how to be fishermen. This is what we call conditional femininity. Very true down to the last word. Only strong women can identify. Ain't no real dude trying to be guided by a woman. Sit down. That's not what most men want actually. The fact that this woman confidently still doesn't get it at her age is pretty wild. This ain't what men want. We don't want a hardworking woman or boss girl type, we want a wife and mother to children. This lady still doesn't get it at her age is wild. Until strong and independent women accept that we want the opposite of what we are, they will always find it difficult to understand the reason why guys are not sticking around. Since she believes that most men are not attracted to masculine women because we are intimidated, and if her statement is correct, can we also assume that feminine men intimidate women? Because we all know most women would prefer a masculine man. Are they intimidated by feminine men? It's just a coping mechanism they use to help them deal with their unsuccess when it comes to retaining the man they want. Instead of accepting things, they prefer to find excuses. It's interesting when they make a video talking about their femininity, they think it's like a hat, something they can put on and remove when suits them, but this is further from the truth. You are either feminine or you are not. How would it sound if a man claimed that he would be masculine when the right woman comes around, and until then he would continue being feminine? His masculinity will only be displayed for the right women, which means the other women will get his feminine side. What would most women think about that statement? I bet it wouldn't make sense for them, as they expect all men to come with masculine energy by default, regardless of the women they are dealing with. So we expect the same. The conditional femininity doesn't work. The sad part about this is the fact that her video shows that most women are clueless about what we want, and when you see the confidence in her statement, it makes the situation even more complicated. She truly believes in it.
Women's femininity is their superpower, but a lot of women don't know it. They are operating on their masculinity, and that's why they are struggling to get what they want out of their relationship.
There has never been a time in your life other than protecting yourself from a potential attacker, that you choosing to be masculine has worked out better for you than you choosing to be feminine. It's never a time that when you choose masculinity, that it has a better outcome with men than you choosing femininity. You have to harness your superpower. Your feminine nature is a superpower. Your soft girl energy is a superpower. Being soft is actually a strong woman.
But we are humans, not robots that just look pretty. If you want a soft girl, then be the type of man a woman can be soft to. Works like magic and they don't even realize it. Women will still rebuttal this. When a man does not provide or help out with the household, he makes the woman more masculine because she has more responsibility on her back. Women can't be smooth, feminine, and submissive when she has to do everything. So please correct your statement. The best part of this video was the comment section. You guys have no idea of the amount of women who disagreed with his statements. Somehow they found something wrong with it. As Kevin Samuel said, we can't make this ish up. And those are the same women who probably are not getting what they want from the man they are currently dealing with, and they don't understand why. But when they have a man who obviously understands how most men think, telling them what they have to do to get the best outcome from their relationship, they want to disagree with it. It's just difficult to understand their mindset. If you have a man telling you that your femininity is your superpower, and if you use that energy, you're going to be able to get the best outcome from your relationship, how can you still argue with it? They want to be on their masculinity. I think it suits them better. This is another reason those who decided to invest in the cat food and wine business will be very rich in few years.
We came to the end of our video, and if you like it, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our daily upload.